Gonna be Plush first up versus LFG Hero. Immediate Trinket trying to see if he can go for a stun, but a Blur is up for the Demon Hunter. Plush seeing the defensive of Blur, trying to see if he can bail out of there. Maybe go again, have himself a second round, second shot over versus LFG. Gonna be Glaives getting thrown into a full strike. What is it? Fell Rush? No, not Fell Rush. It is a Fell Charge. I don't even know what the ability is called. Fear onto Plush with a big horn. Stun right after as LFG Hero just blasted him out. Chaos Incarnate. Man's left with no help whatsoever. Plush with the Cloak of Shadows and is able to shed all those dots, all the debuffs off of himself with a vanish right after. LFG looking for him. Darkness down, anticipating the Rogue's go, anticipating his stun. There's a Rogue desperately trying to see if he can claw back the victory. Secret Technique does end up fighting right through the defense of LFG into a full. Even his defensive cloak gets activated as the Spore Cloak comes to save him blind onto the Demon Hunter into a Sigil of Fire as Rogue drops down Smoke Bomb. Could be anyone's game. Stun on Plush. Does he have an answer here? I think it just might be over. Big disengage. Does it take him? Oh, as he explodes the Demon, the Viscera flies in all directions. Blades flying, and the Rogue does get nicked by them. With Jayhawk going to be up next, trying to go for Poly. LFG Hero better be playing to his strengths here. Versus a Mage, you have mobility, but the Roots, the Polys, the breaths, that could be deadly. If you can avoid him, you'll be golden. As he's trying to see if he can make it happen, imprison the Mage from a distance, trying to see if he can deny the go of Polys, the go of the Ring of Frost. Going to be missiles to follow. If you could also remove, massive damage on a Jayhawk, that all the time going to reverse all that damage. But if you can deal with that as a Blood Oath, if you could purge it, even as a Demon Hunter with Dispel Magic, that'd be gold. And throwing out Glaives over a Jay with a freeze to follow, trying to see if you can get yourself a little bit of that recovery. Shifting power out for Jayhawk as he got himself lots of recovery, lots of healing, lots of cooldown recovery as well. I guess cooldown healing too, in a way, if you think about it, like as you know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. Stun onto Jayhawk as it's going to be LFG trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of line of sight. Looking for approaches on Jay. Wise got a little bit of cover of darkness. Full I-beam interrupted. Jayhawk had no help whatsoever. Icebox to fall. Looks like the Demon Hunter is able to force himself on a Jayhawk. Well done, well done. Trying to see if he can run. Trying to see if he can juke him. Oh my god. I love that. Blade Dance does catch him into a bit of a disengage. Ooh, into a Fell Rush, the Alter Time and the Blinks for Jayhawk, trying to see if he can deal with the damage over time. Alter Time still on him, I think. Is it? Or no? Trick out of Jayhawk. Knockback of G Hero has a demon chasing with him. And it's actually going to attack you out of the polymorph. Wait, this is good. Wait a second. Oh, the demon does break out of the poly. That is perfect for LFG. He's actually fine getting hit by demon. He doesn't do that much damage, but enough to break CC like a poly, like a fear, like any of those other things. Freezing trap. It is kind of perfect. Shifting power onto Jayhawk as LFG is trying to see if he can swing around. Breath right in his face. Poly finally gets properly established. Jayhawk looking to unleash the hell. Oh, but LFG does break out of the poly a little bit early. Stutter Jay catches him running in place all the time, barely keeping him alive, but then slashes right through the Mage, sealing his fate and stealing his soul. Well done, as LFG gonna have to go versus a proper hunter. A Demon Hunter versus a normal Hunter. I wonder which one of those two wins, because both of them are kind of squishy and both of them are very cooldown reliant. So we'll see which one ends up winning. Metamorphosis out for LFG, trying to see if you can immune any stuns or any damage off of Jayhawk, or Kiosk rather. I'm so used to say Jayhawk after I say his name a couple of times in a row. Gonna be that Infernal joining in. Could be pretty good, especially against freezing traps. LFG trying to see if he could fight at the Triceratops pet of Kiosk, whatever he can't reach the Hunter. Got himself a bit of a Blade Rush. It's gonna be a full burst at a Kiosk, and this is where LFG wants to treat Kiosk cooldowns with coordinated assaults and those big nasty kill shots with very much respect. As much respect and reverence as he can. Full fear onto Kiosk, big Hunter follow into Turtle Trap, Turtle Shell, as he goes in for a freezing trap after the pet does break him out, hoping to maybe get himself another demon summoned up to get him out of more CC. Stun to Kiosk. Is this going to be enough damage for you? Second stun right after. LFG with an I-beam. Nothing can stop him right now. Is going to be charging through a binding shot which stuns him for a second. Kiosk looking to pick up some damage. LFG trying to see if he can take the cover. Oh my god, does that have taken out Kiosk? Last second stun. It is super DR trying to see if he can get away from Tiltra. I don't know how that's going to happen. Once you get in prison, summon anything, Fear, Sigil, maybe can make that work. The thing is about the only thing you got that can maybe keep you alive. Trying to see if he can bail away from Tiltra. Can he do it? He needs to find an escape. He has Blur, but that's really about it. Sigil of Fear. I don't know if you can time it. I don't know if you can place it in the right spot. Maybe though. Charge it past you with a stun right after. Trying to see if he can stay with you as best as he can. Needs a demon summon into an prison. Does he have any mobility? Demon eyes with the metamorphosis. At least get himself demon form for a second. Get himself a bit of leech. But at this point, might be in a bit of a rough spot. LFG barely surviving this, but narrowly. Childra does pop Shield of Vengeance. LFG no help whatsoever. Just a hammer slam away. Just a judgment away from death. Does he get the range? He doesn't quite pick up the range though. LFG looking to pick up a little bit of health. May have to go for darkness. Doesn't have it for a while either. Was that an AoE stun? That might have been unfortunate. Into a disengage for just a second. Charging out. Are you still alive? Oh, Summon got you though. Summon kept you down. I don't know what it was, but the Demon Hunter played his hand super well. Honestly, there was no way I think you were going to survive Childra. There was no opportunity for you. Unless you got a demon proc, went full meta, and then somehow just picked up a lot of leech health, that would have been the play. Childra having to pop a lot of big defenses versus Rifty, who's just not giving opportunity. Layered Hands was used really early. Wait a second. Oh, Rifty just ended up striking it down, sundering you with his flames of phoenixes, man. That lay on hands, he's able just to fight right through all that healing instantly as Rifty looking for a bit of a reset. Goes in for an Aviz, breath. Holy Side is not letting you catch up. Any kind of survivability is going to be the Ice Bug before he can go for a full cauterize. Holy Side got himself lots of damage, lots of the Crusade action. If Rifty can somehow control the Crusade a bit, he'll be in a great spot, because right now, this is the most strongest the Paladin is going to be. While Crusade is active, knockback, try to go for a poly. The hammers are going to get you down though. It's going to be massive slams. Rifty has nothing left, and Holy does end up stealing the kill. Taking him out, taking him for the game. He got himself Arizona, Archimon, as well as Kragar. Last one's left over on team 2. Wait, you actually look like Archimon. Wait a second, that looks so good. Wait a second, that looks insane. This guy actually is like a Draenei looking like Archimon. It looks like Kragar's waiting for Archimon. I guess it's supposed to be his turn next, yeah? Man's literally looking like Archimon. Is it gonna be Arizona? Looks like Arizona ends up rushing out, I guess, instead. Trying to see if they can fight the Holy Saya, as the Paladin got himself Blaze of Justice, not playing that weird Paladin shield, sword, and board build. Instead, proper two-hander. Trinkets out of the freezing trap for Arizona. This could be good. Does go for the fortification of the bear just to give himself a little bit of survivability. Throwing in grenades over into Holy Saya, trying to see if they can back up out of there. It is going to be a big defense, a big silence onto Holy Saya. It's also going to reduce some of his healing as well. It is able to remove the poisons though with the quick cleanse of a Paladin. Arizona, while they're playing around the pillars, this is a pretty good spot to be in. They got Steel Trap, they got Charge Trap, they can go for freezing traps as well as binding shots, and Holy Saya has to play all around these things. It is going to be grenade stun, and Holy Saya has to make a move, does go for the bubble, try to see if he can break past the stun of a binding shot, stun into Arizona, holding onto the trinket for a good bit though, knowing the Holy Saya does not have wings. This is going to be not as strong as the Paladin is going to be. He wants to make sure to save a trinket for the next big set of wings. Into a freezing trap as they go on for a hand of freedom. If you can remove that hand of freedom, you'll be golden, in particular, especially as the Paladin is walking to a charge trap, trudging through the wait, what, he could hit Archimon? Archimon hits him back. Holy Saya with a hand of freedom, charging out. Freezing trap stops him. Is going to be able to trinket out of it. Arizona opportunity to go for a stun. Trinkets out of this one into a binding shot into Holy Saya. Maybe opportunities to go for damage. No, just playing super range. Does not want to touch Holy Saya at all. Laying the traps in front of him. Got himself the aspect of the eagle. Wants to throw in a couple of Smogus bites. Stun around the corner. Holy Saya is going to run to the trap. Binding shot to follow. Can you remove it? If Arizona can maybe trank it off of him, he might be fine. Maybe not running trank. Maybe that's why they're playing super careful with it. Freezing trap to follow could maybe go for a dot. It's going to go for explosive shot onto Holy Saya. It's going to do, I think, quite a bit of damage actually. Kill shot could be the end of you. Holy Saya does have wings back up, so he's trying to see if he can ramp up off of the bed. Next stun for Holy Saya could maybe help him win the kill. Hold on. Stun, but no, it's stun went on the bow. What is going on? Hold on a second. He stunned the pet instead of the hunter. And I saw that cheeky little shot from Archimon. I saw that. My goodness, that was a long one. The Demon Hunter does end up slaughtering 3 either way though. Was that Sentry? I just noticed. Now it's a that, yeah. Oh my god, it is Sentry. Hold on. How do you say this? How do you say this? Nraveta.